All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in this world. This is Hedging Lee with a daily S&P 500 market update. Yesterday we left off with a pretty bullish scenario, and I think overall that still stands. The reason again is because this symmetrical triangle, which labeled as an ABCDE, was decisively breached where the upper line, the upper white trend line, was decisively breached, came back down as a wave two. So it breached it in an impulse, as you can see by the blue waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Came back down as an ABC, very classical ABC, flat, 3, 3, 5 sequence type. And then it started rising up again. And I drew out the blue impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, I also pointed out the upward wedge scenario. Price breached the top line, and no, that's not usually a good news because that's like one more final gasp of flame out, if you will, of the last remaining buyers in this short-term degree of trend. And then usually that's a bearish wick occurring. Now, if this wedge is correct, I believe what probably needs to be done is for the label of this impulse to be revised. And that'll probably mean that wave one actually will probably go here, and wave two will decline probably almost close to the beginning of this. So we got maybe potentially another decline of a few days coming in for the S&P 500. And then this will probably rise to where 5 is to make the Elliott wave Fibonacci proportions, more correct. Okay, we'll keep it like that for now. And since time has elapsed, everything has to move to the right. So if this is correct, so we have wave one white circled, two, three, and we are on wave three, and we may have completed wave one, maybe a little higher, maybe a little bit higher to around 2786 or so. But if that wave one is complete in the form of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we get a wave two, that'll probably go down 0.78 or 0.618 Fibonacci zone. And then from, let's say, sometime around the 14th or 15th of June, the fireworks for the blue three could be initiated. So as long as, the only caveat here is, as long as price stays above this white line, and then the breach of this triangle and the consolidation phase that this triangle represented is complete. So I still maintain this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the white and the blue bullish scenario. The only thing is I've now just moved my blue wave one of white three higher to compensate and accommodate the potential of this upward wedge bearish triangle, potentially and likely breaking down into wave two. If it doesn't and it just shoots straight up, which is potentially possible, then we've got 1, 2, and 3 is just going to go continuously. And that's, I wouldn't be actually surprised by that because wave three moves most violently. And that means they go near vertical. Okay. Now, the only other thing that I want to point out here is if you draw the lines across the tops of the prices here, and you draw the line across the bottoms of the prices, you've got another potential wedge forming as well. But I'm not putting that as primary in any way, just bringing it out for a awareness sake. And it was also pointed out to me that someone was trying to draw an ascending right triangle like this as well, and that could work. Absolutely. And however, it sure broke out very far away from the apex, which is why, if that's the case, it's already topping out temporarily on a minor case and ready to trend back down for blue wave 2. I don't think this is a crash scenario. That's basically the bottom line. And even if we go below here, I don't think this is a crash scenario. I think we've got higher highs coming. And as a year passes and the next year comes in, we've got some major cyclical bull market ahead of us. There may be an economic slump of a few quarters approaching. That really has to do with, if you've been following my charts on equities, many of the charts are showing wave 4 corrections are approaching or in progress. And that's not really a depression or a recession, but probably just an economic slowdown more than anything else before the real fireworks start again for a continuation of the cyclical bull market. All right. Have a wonderful day.